People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. First part of the video is called Thief. 2-foot post, 2-foot hyena in high and low places. Now people, I am sure that unless you've been living under a rock, you've heard about that incident in which the Popo busted a place under intense investigation. They found a whole bunch of cash, Boko cash, US and also Canadian currency, mostly US currency. We know that we've heard that it was 5 million, then they were counting, it came up to 7 million, and then the final tally, 3.8 million US dollars and also 3,000 plus Canadian dollars. Now, with the exception of persons like myself, we raise a whole bunch of red flags. We say something sounds suspicious. It seems as if some sorts of thievery, some sorts of fingersmithing was going on. And people, we saw that most of the traditional news medias did not say anything for fear of reprisal, meaning that political links. Now people, I found one particular news station, be it on TikTok, and this person was the only honest person that I saw, with the exception of myself and a few of the other fraudulent bloggers. So people, I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to exactly what he has to say, or they have to say, and then I will give my piece.
We begin the news tonight with a story coming out of St. James. The police in St. James carried out an anti-narcotics operation in which they have seized over 7.5 million US and Canadian notes.
Over 5 million.
In which they have seized over 5 million US and Canadian dollars.
No. They say over 3 million.
The police in St. James carried out an anti-narcotics operation in which they have seized well over 3 million US and Canadian dollars.
They say no money. They say no figure. Just say they find some money and them account it.
The police in St. James carried out an anti-narcotics operation in which they have seized an undetermined sum of US and Canadian dollars. When we spoke to the police, they said that they are carefully investigating and that they want to count carefully so that they are able to report carefully the amount of money that they have carefully found, and are very careful to not take any of the money so that every single US and Canadian dollar that they find can be reported to the public accurately. That all right?
Now people, isn't it refreshing to see an actual news media that has spine, has backbone, has intestinal fortitude to speak exactly what is on their mind? Now people, upon further investigation, I drove by a couple of precincts, meaning Popo division, and I have noticed that there is a couple of high-end cars that is linked to most of these persons investigating this find of 3.8 to 5 to 7 million US dollars. Don't know if because of the fact that they work with the government and they've been doing an excellent job, they got a tremendous raise in pay, so therefore everybody went out in celebratory mood and they are buying all sorts of Benz, Beamer, Range Rover, whatever. However, people, like them say, what is due to Caesar, give unto Caesar. Finders, keepers, losers, weepers. And at the end of the day, like them always say, thief from thief, God laugh. So therefore, if this person was actually smuggling all sorts of contraband, be it cocoa, which he was, Therefore, if him lose it, if you lose, you snooze, or if you snooze, you lose. So therefore, the po, they got their big payday. Point blank and period. Now people, still continuing on the theme of thievery. 2-foot pussery, 2-foot hyenaism. Have you ever hired anybody to do any sorts of work for you? In your home, in your business, your establishment? And it seems as if you literally let the fox or the wolves, the hyena, watch the chicken cub. People, that is not the case, however, close enough. There was a lady that hired somebody from a place called Frankfield, Shekels. Sound like some sort of bush place, people. Me don't know it there. However, more than likely, some sort of rural community. Now, people, it seems as if whoever hired this person did not do their due diligence, did not do proper vetting, because pretty much this person need a vet because she is a hyena, a thief, a 2-foot puss. And people, she helped herself to this lady's money, to this lady everything. However, this lady should not have been surprised because the person that she hired was nothing more or less of a damn thief. So people, take a listen, take a look to exactly what happened with this lady's experience with the thief in the house. And then I'll give my piece.
Alright, so this lady right here, I hired her to wash. She has been washing for me for quite some time. Now if you follow the mouse over on this side, this is where I have a box with some money inside the box. Now today when I came home, I noticed that the cameras were turned down. So I started to play over all that she did today. She spent quite a few minutes or hour speaking with my brother who was supposed to be at home tending to other things. We live in a flooded area, so we have to store most goods at home. So this is where I have a few, about $2,000 or $3,000. Before that, I had more in this, and in this thing that I'm pointing the mouse to, and I came home and found it empty. However, at that time, the camera was not recording, but today, it has been recording. My husband had fixed the problem, and this is what I came home to see. The person who is supposed to be washing my clothes, who I'm paying, this is what she did. Alright, so it's none of her business. I even put a hat in there to make sure, because I was very suspicious because I wanted to know who emptied it out at first. Now this is what she did. Alright, so that's her right there. And you see she put the money inside her bosom and she's going straight to wash. Alright, so in this part, you see the same lady. Her name is Anne. She come from one place called Shekel in Frankfield. So this room up here, that's my room door. I closed my room door before I left home because it contained very important stuff such as my money inside. And this is what she did. Just take a look at what she did while my brother was nowhere to be found. Alright, so she's there walking up and down. She's walking up and down, right? Alright, this is what she did. She opened my room door after the order was left not to go, and she went inside where I had $350 in a top drawer, and then and a few other Jamaican currencies. And this is what this woman did. After searching up my home, she went into the drawer with the money and she took out $150 and a few Jamaican currencies also. And then she proceeded to leave and go into the bathroom where she left her bag and put the money inside. Now tell me I pay you if you wash my clothes them, and this is what you did. So she silently closed the door. She went in the bathroom. Look, you see how she take time lock the door? She got in because she know want my brother here, so she got inside her bathroom, put my money in her bag, and then now she go back like she not do nothing. Watch her. Watch her.
Yeah, cool.
This is what she did. She make sure to look if my brother was anywhere in sight. So she sure nobody wouldn't catch her. And me not understand. Me never short your money. Me pay you. You cook all on the stove it where you want it. And this is the reward I get. You thief from me. My money. In which if you ask me for $1,000, I would have freely give you. But remember, me don't know who else you do it to. But God go with you. That's all. Like, see, she go back in her pan again. And she take out some more money. See it there? She go in there again. See she in there and she a take out what she want. She not see nothing what she satisfied with. So she gone again. She gone again. See she put it in her pocket and she gone again. Now tell me this now. What kind of something this? What kind of something this? Me leave me home and leave my brother there and the woman was supposed to come and wash. And the woman vandalized me home, taking my stuff and everything. When she's supposed to be washing. See clothes them there, she not even fold them up nor nothing. See them there? See them there? She clean me home. Me let the woman in my house to wash and look what the woman do. See there now she gone in her fridge, no clothes no start wash yet. And she gone in her fridge, I go through my stuff them. But me can't go video everything so short notice. So I go through everything and any important points that come up back, me show it as well. Here she went, she go back into my room again. She said my brother not there home. So she go back into my room once more. Look at this, you know, me lock my room door. Then the woman pull the door, go in there and thief my money. Me want my money tonight, so straight to her yard me I go.
Now people, like I said, this thieving helper helping herself to the people them goods, the people them cash. Very unkind. Her baby father name, he is Prince. Him sell video in the town, the little country town. The moral of the story in all of this is very simple, people. Do not hire a fox, a hyena, for watch the chicken coop, or else it is a recipe for disaster. Now people, what is this lady's job description? She came for wash, so therefore she came to do laundry. However, it seems as if she was laundering the person's money. Basically, I take it for fair one, she rinse it. She rinse out everything. Now people, let me ask you a question. Isn't this lady ridiculous? It seems as if for some unknown reason she feels as if that was her house and she had invested or deposited some money, and then she is taking a withdrawal or making a withdrawal. However, the better question is this. Who recommended this lady? Nobody vetted. Nobody asked. Nobody got any sorts of recommendation as to if she was more of a fingersmith, more of a klepto, and less of a helper. We saw that she was basically diversifying her portfolio. Pretty much variety is the spice of life. So therefore, she was in the people them fridge, I take them food, and most significantly, she was stealing Jamaican along with US. She was searching everything as if she was a part of a search and rescue mission. So it just tells you that, listen, whenever you're doing anything, don't just put any sorts of stranger in your house. Because we say, in this case, this lady had no sorts of conscience, had no sorts of gratitude, had no sorts of sense. She was pretty much hard-headed because people, remember, we live in a technological age and people have every sorts of camera, all sorts of CCTV. The walls have eyes and bush have ears. So whatever you do, sooner or later it is going to come to light. And people, like my granny said, do not thief if you can't hide. She never say, forgot thief, she just has say. If you cannot be good, be very careful. And people, we see that this lady is as bad as it gets, and she is even as fooler as it gets. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.